Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm coming on special I know today. Coming on live at 10:30. Monday at 10:30. Usually I know it's on Wednesdays at 4, but I have a special guest that I'm interviewing today at 10:30 when she comes on. So I think she's coming on. She's going to join. I can't wait for her to come on. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Let me see. How to ask to join. Let's see. Thanks. So I think I sent an invite for her. There we go. Hey,
Hey, Belinda.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited. I'm glad you was able to get on
Thank-
today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your time, though. Thank you for making time.
Yeah, absolutely. Did
Yeah.
you have a good weekend?
Oh, yes. It's Sunday. I love weekends. I love weekdays and I love weekends. How about
Excellent.
yours?
It was great. It was great. I was looking forward to this all weekend.
Oh,
So
thank
I'm
you.
excited. Yes.
Yeah, it's nice that movement makers, everybody's here.
That's right. Movement makers. Everybody, hi. So
Yeah.
today
Yes.
I get the privilege of asking you some questions. So,
Okay.
my background's in human resources. So, I want to know what was the best job you ever had?
What was the best job? Yes, yes. I've been thinking about it. Uh, Actually, what was the best job I had is hairdresser. I've been a hairdresser for 30 plus years.
Wow.
And then, yeah, so I always kept working. I've been on and off,
Hmm.
right? But I always kept working, yeah, for long and almost never stopped working. Like, even if, I shouldn't say under the table. When I came to Canada, I had a license. I have a both. I have Japanese license and one for Canada, one for Japan. I have
Okay.
both. But when I came to Canada, I didn't have a license. Like, the one that's Canadian, I can use in Canada.
Hmm.
But the Japanese people or family friends, they just like, oh, you have scissors. Can you cut my hair? And just like, oh, okay, right? Okay, do in the laundry room
Right.
and those things. But, and then I got the license. I think it's like 2003 or four. I almost forgot. But, but I always like working as a hairdresser. That's the
So,
best
so
job.
why? What makes it such a best job? What makes being a hairdresser a great job?
Oh, good question, Belinda. I like serving people.
Okay.
And then I like, especially women, most
Hmm.
of my clients are women. I like women leave with smile. And then you feel same way. Like, you when your hair feels nice, you feel good.
Right.
And I love to serve that way. I love to make my ladies to feel good.
Hmm.
I think that's joy. Like, so I do have in-home salon. Like, I have in-home salon for, I would imagine, I think it's 17 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like it. Like, keep it quiet,
Hmm.
private. So I don't advertise. And I love, like, they're my, like, friends or families, almost my clients,
Right.
right? So I just feel joy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the opposite of that, what is the worst job you ever had? What's the worst job?
Actually, I was thinking about it because I've been working a hairdresser for a long time, but I had like lots of part-time jobs, right? Since I was like teenagers. I was writing down like what kind of job. And I just like, actually, what was the worst jobs as hairdresser too?
What?
That's,
So the best job was a hairdresser and the worst job was a hairdresser?
yep.
Why?
The okay, I share little stories because when I became hairstylist in Ontario, like Canada, right? And then I didn't have any Canadian clients. I only had some friends and families, right? Like most Asian people. So I thought, you know what? I have to have experience, work for some salons. I don't have any clients. So I'm going to I'm going to find a job at a hair salon, walk in, they take walk-ins because I didn't have clients.
Right.
So I applied a job and I got a job and then close to my home. And then I worked there a year and a half. I had so much fun at the beginning, but I realized it's just like this company and treat workers numbers, right? Just the numbers. We were numbers. We weren't really employee for them. And then also, I didn't do that, but some of the hairstylists working there, they were treating customers as a numbers.
Oh.
And then I just like, that's not my place, right? So I starting to feel unhappy, right? Because its work environment is so important. I think most of the reason people quit and leave job, not because maybe not for the money or something, but I think usually my belief is, especially at least for me, the reason is not the money. The reason is people work with. That's the things too. So I had a really hard time working there, like a year and a half later. So I never done it, but I quit. I just didn't show up.
You just didn't show up? You didn't tell me you wasn't coming? You just quit? No notice?
It's so bad, isn't it? From your point, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of bad, but okay, you quit. Did they call you?
Oh yeah. And then it just manager called me. I told them I wasn't happy, but area manager told me oh, okay, I'm gonna move you to another areas. So I wanted you to keep working. I just no, because I didn't work for not only with people too, but I just didn't like your company.
Right. So that's when you just quit.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Some salon, they have franchise, right? I mean, they have this couple stores, right? It doesn't matter. If the company, I didn't like the way company treat. If I go to another store, it's the same things.
Right.
So I just got my stuff. And I just walked away.
You just walked away. So okay. So if you had to do it different now, what would you do differently now? Would you just quit and walk away, or would you give notice?
Nope. I think if I do it different now is probably I would. Okay, I didn't have a courage. At the beginning, I started notice I not happy. The manager treat me not happy. The customers starting to have an attitude, some kind of attitude. I wasn't happy the work environment. I should have told them instead of just keep my mouth shut, right? So I should have told them that I wasn't happy. That's not angry way, more grown up way.
Right. So you would tell them before quitting. You'll say, "I'm not happy with this job." So you tell them, give them time to fix it.
Yep.
Or see if they can make you happy.
Yeah, probably. Or, you know what? At least I would let them know why I wasn't happy.
Right.
That way, if I see if I just walk away from the job, at least maybe whoever's gonna work for that company, the company might change for the better.
That's right.
Right? So I didn't have a courage. And then at the same time, I couldn't speak better English.
Okay. So you didn't know how to say it.
No.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's so frustrating. So it was. Right. Yeah.
Right. So I just want to tell everybody that's listening, don't just walk off. Notice what
Okay,
right?
I'll listen.
Tell
Yeah.
them, you're unhappy,
Yeah.
just like you said you would do now. Tell them you're unhappy, give notice, 2 weeks notice, right? That's what we would do now. But I mean,
Yeah.
have I ever walked off on a job? I don't know. I have to think about that. I might have walked off on a job a long time ago too, probably. I'm sure I probably have
Hmm. Hmm.
when I
Hmm.
first started. So right now, if you had to pick a perfect hairstylist to work with you, what would that person, what kind of skills or personality would they have to have?
Okay, if I hire or
If you
work,
hired,
right?
yes.
Um, I'm not, it doesn't matter. It's important to have certain skills. It's
Okay.
important to know how to cut correctly.
Right.
But for me, it's more the personality helps
Okay.
very much. Like it's make sure respect the clients,
Okay.
right? And then make sure when clients sit on the chair, welcoming them,
Okay.
do the best, not the skill wise, make them feel better, everything.
So just so you would hire me. I don't have to have good skills. They can go out as long as they left happy. You would hire
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you have to train me though.
Your sparkle's good.
Cause I don't know how to cut
Your
straight.
person, that's okay. I can teach you.
Okay.
Skills, it's easier to teach, but
Uh-huh.
I think it's just like just the skills, cutting skill. I shouldn't say easier, but it's like you have to have a people skill to be a hairstylist,
Right, you do.
right? Yeah, yeah,
You do.
very much,
Because you have
right?
to be able to
So
talk to them.
yeah, yeah, talk and then listen. I don't want to be I I'm not gonna hire anybody just talk about themselves, not listening clients.
Right.
Or I don't want to hire anybody just like not listening what clients want. Like, some hairstyle they push. Oh, I learned this style. I got it from this is a new style. You're gonna look good. Oh, you should have more highlights. But it's clients just like, oh, I'm not quite sure about that. Right? I'm not gonna hire those kind of people
Right.
myself. Everybody's different,
Mm-hmm.
right? I rather hire people, the hairstylist, like, okay, what can I do for you?
Mm-hmm.
And listen and see what we can do from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Good,
So
thank you.
I want to ask you one last question.
Yep.
So when you were working at that place that you quit, that you walked off on, how were your
Hmm.
coworkers? Were they happy?
No, they weren't. It's
They
so
weren't happy
toxic.
either.
No, nope,
Yeah.
not
Why
at
was it so
all.
toxic?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe they weren't actually fundamentally, probably they weren't happy themselves,
Okay.
fundamentally.
Mm-hmm.
And then they, I think, I don't know, but I don't know. For me, is they weren't doing the best for the shop, right? Like when, I don't know, I've been taught, I used to work in Japan for 5 years as a hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been taught you have to welcome your customers with good environment,
Mm-hmm.
right? No dust, like just washroom has to be clean, everything has to be clean,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the girls that used to work for salons, most of them, when they have a moment, they sit down and chat, chat, chat.
They didn't clean up after themselves.
No,
No.
no, not much. They just clean their station. That's it. But they didn't clean the washroom, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, is in Japan, we say that if you want to do good in your business, hair salon, restaurants, the customers coming, washroom, you have to clean the washroom.
Right.
If the washroom is clean, you're going to be successful. We
Right.
have those kind of things in Japan. I don't know you guys, those ones in the States, but so it's so my I had those kind of mindset. So I just like went, I have a time. Sometimes I sat down, but it's most of the time I just like, no, like company's paying, even if I'm sitting down, right? Even
Right.
if I don't have a customers. So I have to do something.
Hmm.
And then I was just cleaning washrooms and washing the floors. And then the girls used to say, you go sit down, you make us look bad.
You was making them look bad, huh?
Maybe I was making them look bad, I guess. Some people probably hate to working the people like me, I guess. You know,
No, you're a good worker. You'd be a good
probably,
coworker.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so maybe, like I don't know, they're not happy. Like I'm happy. Like if how this at this moment, if I just try and do my best
Right,
any moment, right?
right.
So maybe they weren't happy because they weren't in the moment. They weren't
Yeah,
trying to do their best
yeah,
in the moment. Maybe that might be, you know,
yeah. That could be.
could be. Probably you know it because you hear lots of stories from your clients too, right?
I do.
Yeah, yeah,
Do hear a lot of stories. I've experienced a lot of stories in my time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, people
yeah,
quit for different reasons. I've had people quit because their family got sick,
yeah,
and just was unable to give notice because they had to go take care of their family. So,
yeah,
those are understandable
very
reasons.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah, very much. I understand. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, this was great. We're gonna have to do another one of these.
Yeah, sure. I think we're gonna do one more, right? I think.
Yeah, we're gonna
Let
do
me
one
see.
more.
So that's gonna be from me to
Yeah,
you. Yeah, so let me see. So January 27th, right? 4 o'clock?
at 4 o'clock. That's when I go Instagram live too. So
Yeah,
you're gonna come on and you're gonna ask me some questions.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, say same questions or maybe you wanna
Say
follow
whatever you
up.
want to ask.
Okay, so I'll do Instagram live and
Okay.
I'll invite you, right? At
All
four
right.
o'clock.
All
All
right.
right,
All
looking
right.
forward
All
to
right.
talking to you.
I'll see you then.
Yeah, thank you for your time,
Thank
Belinda.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you. All right. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye.